Hello everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of the Skyheart. Yes. Yes. Hello. I am your Master of Ceremonies, Massive D-Effect, and I am here joined by my wonderful friends, individuals that I adore greatly. We have Spiral Proxy playing Volanaras, the not
Mumbo
paladin.
jumbo.
Indeed. Very barbarian of you. Sorry.
That's a good character idea.
A barbarian that just goes mumbo jumbo. Right. We have Raining Blades playing Cathus, the very much monk.
Hi, everyone.
We have Savian playing Chelsea, the very much sorcerer.
I paused Mina the Hollower to be here.
Oh yeah.
I feel blessed, thank you. And we have Scottzilla playing the very much cleric Verdite.
Why you gotta say it like that? I'm a cleric.
Mm-hmm. You know what?
I pause. Sorry.
No. You know what will be funny? If at the end of the campaign you just switch classes to cleric.
Don't tell anybody. I just start using cleric spells like fully.
Suddenly.
What the heck?
Telling me
just for the last episode. Just the last episode. It's just
No, suddenly you have multiple spell slots, not just two. Can you
Oh my
imagine?
god. Oh. I paused Dead as Disco, but I modded it to be Taiki Shuttle from Uma Musume to be here. So, I've made just as big a sacrifice as Seth.
You just said a lot of words, and I didn't understand any of them.
I finally got Taiki Shuttle yesterday. Woo!
I can sum it up with one screenshot in the Discord. There
Okay. Also, more words from Sev that I do not understand, but what the fuck is this?
It's a game called Dead as Disco where you beat people up in time to music, and I modded it so that I can play as an anime horse girl instead of a disco boy.
You know
Simple,
what?
really.
Now it makes more sense now that I have visual aids, and you explain it actually properly. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. You know what I had to stop to be here for? Nothing. That's my life.
The love of the game, baby.
Awesome.
Sounds like you should get either Dead as Disco or Mina the Hollower.
Yeah, get Dead as Disco.
Damn it. I have other things to worry about.
Or Shot in the Dark Crosscode.
You've beaten Dad Souls. You've got a slot in your schedule, right?
I'm playing
now you
Doom
need mouse
right now. It's just okay. Anyway, anyway. In the previous episode of the Skyheart, the crew of the Skyheart had been, teleported to a random location outside of the air storm, and it took a while for them to make it to a safe location and reunite with the survivors of the crew. Discussions were had, about what to do next, what happened and what to do next. Verdite showed his dislike for a certain Veyruun, apparently. For what Veyruun, I was going to say did, but it's more like what he didn't do.
That's just as important.
And then the party were greeted by a very uncomfortable-looking individual that promised an opportunity to parley with their adversaries, the Six-Eyed Crows. The party took the offer and accepted the tickets, then used it to teleport to Auroch, keeping the other 3 members of the crew away with the shards containing the map pieces, while they went to a very specialized location where business meetings are usually held. A very fancy and secure place where essentially violence would not be permitted from either side. Once they arrived, the party encountered a crow, but he wasn't the crow that they knew. It was a different individual wearing the same face, apparently one of 6, and the last remaining one of those 6. They learned that Crow used to be a demon that split his essence into 6 individuals, passing for mortals, and eventually led to influencing the world through the Six-Eyed Crows. They also had a discussion with Crow where they learned some lore, or actually most lore. It was a bit of a lore dump. I apologize for
Do not apologize.
No, do not
It
apologize.
was really good.
Okay, well, either way.
Literally game changing.
Literally.
Okay, cool. So the party learned that the demons used to be the Sindari, the name that I will not say because you all will laugh and make stupid jokes.
We don't laugh. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, stupid jokes. Yeah, okay.
Stupid jokes. Yes.
We would never laugh at one of your creations, Massive. You're very talented at what you do.
For each time you laugh at one of my naming conventions, I will add an additional crow to the pile.
we get to the end of the campaign. It's like, yes, the 17-eyed crow, and we're all like, oh,
Yes.
oh.
Prepare for lots of trouble. Anyway, yes, they learned that the Sindari the demons used to be Sindari, and that the Skybinders were religious zealots that once the Sindari found out that the Skyheart itself contains essentially the genetic code for all life in the world, and that's where all life essentially begins. The weird cult of the Skybinders basically took hold of it, threw it up in the sky along with the islands to create a whole utopia up above. And the people that were left behind didn't really like it, so they did the stupid thing where they changed the people down below into demons that would begin murdering each other, full of just uncontrollable hatred and spite and fury. And they forgot that they were also Sindari in their hubris, and thus they are no longer around, and the rest of the people up in the skies began to flourish without them. The plan wasn't that. The plan apparently was for them to be like gods, but didn't work. And Crow, informing the party that he likes to do things differently than the other Crow that they knew, decided to make.
I'm not like other crows.
I'm not like all the other crows. Wink. Decided to offer a deal where the party would offer their map pieces. They would offer their map pieces. They would join, create the full map to the Skyheart, and then organize a combined expedition to the Skyheart, where the party would handle the ritual to keep the islands afloat, while Crow would rewrite the demons back into Sindari, which is apparently what he wants. Did we go into why he wanted? I don't remember why he wanted it.
Yes. At least he answered Valanaris with another question, which is, wouldn't you want to free your own kind from a terrible disease?
Yes, there you go. Thank you. The party decided.
To which Valanaris' answer was no.
No.
Of course.
Fuck my race.
That's how new members of the race are spawned, but sure.
All 5 Azimars worldwide will be destroyed.
Yes, of course. The party decided to huddle up like football players to the side of the room, where, let's be honest, everyone can hear you. But you know, it gives a false sense of security, I guess. You can still whisper, but you know, it's still the same room. Anyway, you all huddle up to the side of the room and discussing what to do next, and that's where we left off. So go on and continue your discussion however you wish. Crow, you just see on the other side, Crow is currently looking through some papers. He's taking an opportunity to do some paperwork while you guys have your little huddle.
He's got some emails to bang out before.
basically.
We are here deciding the fate of the entire world, and he has some paperwork to do. What's that paperwork?
So, Valanaris, for you...
Saving the world's going to take a lot of paperwork, mate.
No, but Valanaris, you have to understand, for you, this is one of the most important days of your life. For him, it's Tuesday.
Okay.
Okay, so to recap, to make sure we're on the same page. So what we're going to ask for is no crazy binding demon contract. Basically just saying, hey, like, we're gonna shake on it. And this is the part of like the every treasure hunting movie like Indiana Jones or stuff like that, where the good guys have to go with the bad guys to the final place, or to come away with the treasure at the last possible moment out from the grasp.
Yeah, we'll just open the Ark of the Covenant in Crow's face, and then
exactly. But yeah, so no demon contract
in his face. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna ask for we're gonna ask for the one core to go back to Veyron, and presumably use the other core they have to actually read the map. And then with that in mind, essentially ask for some blood money to go to the family of the people crew members and people that Crow, horrifically killed. That
sounds very fair.
That cover everything.
Are we or are we not betraying him?
I'm very much of the mindset of it. It really depends when we get there. Like, if everything is on the up and up, I don't see a reason to betray him. But I also very much think that he probably will betray us. But it's like if the deal, as we're talking about, if it actually goes through and he just rewrites the Sindari and we just save the islands from falling, and then we and the other thing is as he suggested, basically we make it so the
ritual, the islands are up forever. Yeah,
with like a failsafe that the islands will just like gently float back to the ground if it fails again, and otherwise we just want to make it like you can't find it again.
no one can find it again. Yeah.
Right.
So no one can change the ritual.
Yeah.
All good to me. Like it's going to be the same either way. We will either eventually have to fight. We air quotes the sky population will eventually have to fight such a powerful demon king that it destroys us, or we have to fight Sindari for, rightful revenge. Sorry, kind of agree a bit with that. So either way, we just get more time, and the islands don't fall.
Yeah. Sound good for everyone else?
Yeah, sounds good.
Right. And break.
like you
Oh.
you tap each other in the butts as you leave.
Go team.
Go team. Yes. Yes. Quite.
What was that Key and Peele sketch? Butt slap.
Oh, I don't know. Key and Peele has so many good sketches.
Yeah.
All right, I'm
Whatever.
putting you. I'm sitting you down. There you go. It's much easier if I do it. All right, so you return to your seats and you see Crow. He by the way, he's wearing glasses, and when he sees you approach, like he looks over the glasses. And goes, are you done?
You look so old now.
Are you done with your conversation?
Yes, we are.
Very well. You see him take off the glasses and just hand them over to the agent next to him, along with the paper.
Guy's just aura farming.
I mean, he can. And he leans back and goes, very well. He just looks at you, waiting for you to speak.
We're willing to come to terms and agree with what we've talked about so far, with a couple of stipulations or clarifications.
I am happy to clarify whatever you wish. But let me warn you about one thing. Do not forget that you are not in a position of power here, so be very mindful of what you produce as stipulations.
Understood.
Just not.
For starters, the deal is we combine our maps, we go to the Skyheart together. You are able to do together. We have the Sindari returned to their natural state that they were before the demons, before they're converted to the demons. No additional changes or superpowers or anything like that. We also change it so that the ritual keeping the Sky Islands will be renewed and won't fail again, with a failsafe that if it does start to run out again, that the islands just are able to gently float down back to the surface rather than catastrophically falling. We then make it so, as you proposed, the Skyheart can't be found again, so it can't be further manipulated or changed in the future.
He pauses for a moment, goes, hiding the Skyheart is an acceptable term. I agree. It is far too powerful for whatever comes in the future to get a hold of. So these are acceptable terms so far. I will add that we will be using your Windcaller ship. My subordinates have been fixing and adjusting and potentially upgrading it for the trip ahead. And as a show of good faith, once we are done, you are allowed to take it back.
Assuming you're not going to install any tracking divination magic on it for once we part ways.
Well,
that's acceptable.
I have no intention of doing such thing, but if you are so worried, you might want to up your divination game, as they say, and find whatever we might have installed. Either way, I am not doing this because I feel like you would do better with your own ship. The Windcaller is simply the best vessel that we have available.
Damn right it is.
Quite.
Character, but I had a secret stipulation, which was that that I was gonna bust out that he gave our fucking ship back.
But
okay.
again, as I said, as a show of good faith, I will allow you to take the ship back. But for this trip, the ship will be crewed by my people. You will take the helm, but my people will handle the rest.
That's acceptable for us.
It's not. No one touches my kitchen.
The captain just looks over at Belinaris.
He slowly turns towards Valanaris.
It's also my room.
I'm going to be very honest with you. I do not give a single iota of a fuck about your kitchen.
Good.
He rolls his eye. You just see him do like the deepest eye roll ever. Continue.
Second, and understand where we're coming from. When we were trying, we don't want to have to undergo any crazy demonic contracts that your other crow counterpart tried to enforce upon us with loopholes. There was a section about kicking one of us in the balls within 24 hours, all sorts of stuff. The way I see it is twofold. One, making literal contract deals with the devils is risky from our part. But two, neither of us really have any idea what we might encounter once we actually get to the Skyheart. Circumstances may change. There might be new information that arises that changes things. I don't think either of us wants to be bound by some external force into forcing our hands into something. So what I'm proposing is we essentially go on as we are right now. Gentleman's agreement. We both get what we want out of it. We both don't really have a reason to try and stab each other in the back, at least as far as I see things.
We both know that a gentleman's agreement, he actually does air quotes as he says that. We both know that gentlemen's agreements are worth even less than the dirt beneath our feet once we leave this place. There will be no security towards us betraying you and you betraying us, jeopardizing the mission. I personally would feel more at ease if a contract would be signed that forces us to cooperate. Is this a stipulation that you do not intend on being flexible with?
Like I said, our main issue is what actually ends up happening if circumstances change. What happens if we get there and there is no way to securely bring the islands down, or to end the ritual, or to keep the ritual going and keep the islands floating? What if you're encountering a situation where you can't change the Sundari back to their original states and stuff like that? There's for all we know, there's new information that Skyheart can't be rewritten or changed in general. Or there's some other external force coming out that we have to try and solve and prevents us from doing anything with it. Like I said, we have no intention of trying to stab you in the back. The way we see it, and you'll just have to take my word for it, is that if you get what you're claiming you want out of it, and we get what we're claiming out, there's no reason that we can't just go our separate ways and be happy. We have no issue with the Sundari getting returned and ending the demon threat.
Roll me a persuasion with advantage. A really good argument. Well, I'll give you advantage.
Okay.
Is that a 19 I see?
I can't see it because I'm lagging right now. Oh, that is a rolled a 19 minus 1 for an 18.
Well, it's still an 18. You see him go. I could potentially write a contract that creates stipulations surrounding a force majeure. But I see your point, and I'll agree to it. I'll agree to have a gentleman's agreement, to shake on it, and hope that you are not stupid enough to stab us in the back like the scorpion in the frog tail. You know it, of course.
No offense, but I'm pretty sure we both know who the scorpion in this circumstance is.
He does give you a little smile.
Technically speaking, he's a crow, and most of us are dragonish, so neither of us are a scorpion or a frog in this situation.
The old crow and the dragon story.
You are
Wait.
You are quite the amusing troupe. I'll give you that.
So we have a frog, a scorpion, dragons, and crows. Where do the 4 bears fit in?
So now there's
a 7th crow.
You know what? There's going to be a 7th crow. He's not the last one.
It just splits right between our eyes. And it just...
Yeah, you just see in real time as another eye just appears in Crow's forehead.
Okay. And last things first. All right. Last thing. When this, as you call it, war started, your fellow crow basically ruthlessly murdered and killed several of our crewmates. Did great damage to the temple and taking the core that our companion Veyrun has been is safeguarded before. Since we only need 1 core to read the map and you are in possession of 2, we ask that you return the other core to Veyrun, along with some funds for him to be able to restore some of the damages to the temple from a strictly religious perspective, and that to the nearest relatives, blood relatives of our killed compatriots, that you also provide a token of reparations.
You see him raise his hand, and the agent next to him hands him a folder as he opens the folder and begins to flip through it. I will address the stipulations. First, I will start with a simple one. Paying blood money to Veyrun and the place he came from so they can rebuild the temple. That will not be necessary, as the temple itself suffered little damage in the grand scheme of things. And the people that my counterpart killed have no ties to Veyron, who himself is known for butchering his own kind. No money will be given to him.
Enough. We still want we still would like for him to be able to take the core back.
I will continue with the matter of money. Your crew, they sadly, some of them passed away. It's an unfortunate thing. Any death is an unfortunate thing. Will you be paying us for the lives that you took from our side?
The lives we took while we were trying to escape imprisonment from you guys, because compared to when you ambushed us and killed many of our crew members in the cold blood.
Wow. Are our losses any less important than your losses?
I would say it's a difference between self-defense and self-preservation versus outright aggravated assault.
I would say in a war, there's no such thing. There is war, and that's it.
A war that only started because your crow saw fit to lay waste into our ship and start butchering our crew.
War that only started because your crew refused to hand over the map. If they had handed over the map, Crow is the type of individual that was the type of individual who would have let bygones be bygones. You see him lean slightly to the side, put his elbow on the table. It is, once again, regrettable what happened to your crew, but they were casualties of war, and such were our people. We will not demand any reparations, and we are even handing over your ship as a token of good faith. Is that not enough?
Fine.
Good. And now is the more delicate matter. The core that this Veyron is after, the one from the spine cloud. Sorry, what the fuck am I saying? From the cloud spine range. I understand that we have two cores, and one core is enough to read the map shards. I understand that. However, I have concerns. Concerns that one core might not be enough. We have to understand that we know nothing about what awaits us at the Skyheart. We know nothing about what we might need or might not need. I would personally feel more at ease if we went overprepared than underprepared. I would feel more at ease if we went with two cores, just in case, rather than take a single core and risk needing the extra one. For all we know, we might need all four cores, in which case everything is lost, but well, I would feel more at ease, that's all I'm saying, if we had options rather than not at all.
Someone who is also understandably nervous about what may be unexpected when we get to there. I understand your concerns. We can take both cores, but we would still like, for once we have completed our business, for the core to be returned to Veyron so he can go back and return it to his temple.
I actually have no problem with delivering the core to Veyron once everything is over and everything is handled. The cores are rare things, precious things, and also is a hero point, which is just gained from lightning.
Thank you,
Point is a rare
Lightning.
thing.
There we go. Cores are precious things, valuable things, rare things. However, once everything is said and done, I understand that there will be less of a need for one. Now, you have my word that the core will be delivered to Veyron if it is not needed. But that raises 2 additional problems. And you see him flip through the folder in his hand and puts a page on the table and then taps it with his finger. We have studied this Veyron extensively. He is a very problematic sort. First of all, what if... Let's make a hypothetical. Once we are at the Skyheart, something happens that requires a sacrifice of the core. We know that he will not react positively. And that brings me to the first concern, which is, will he even agree to such a thing in the first place? As a religious zealot who sees nothing other than bringing back the core to his temple, will he be a problem? That is my question to you, the ones who have been interacting with him more recently.
Do we know him that well?
I don't know, do you?
He's been living
Didn't
in the
spend a
crow's nest.
decent amount of time with them while we were traveling.
Yeah, you did travel like on foot for 2 weeks. Valanaris...
We were in the cave for a while with him as well, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You too, as well. Also, you traveled on the ship for a bit. He spent most of his time in the crow's nest, but you travel on the ship for a little bit. You know he's a very single-minded individual and a bit of a psychopath, but, you know, who isn't? Well, what you know about him is what you know about him. That's all I'm saying.
I'm willing to take responsibility for him and ensure his cooperation, or bring that of his staying behind while we conduct our business for the core to be returned to him. I'll make sure that he's not a problem should worse come to worse. And as you say, we need to utilize the core from a practical means in order to ensure that the Sindari race is restored and that the Sky Islands do not fall.
Very well. Do I have your word that if he becomes a problem that we have to deal with personally, in case you are incapable of such a thing, that you will not, how should I put this, hold it against us if we terminate this problem?
If we're
I don't think
if it's go
I don't
on.
think it will
What were you
come
saying?
to. I don't think it will come to that.
It'll
Hopefully.
be your funeral if you
I
do.
hope it doesn't come to that.
Yep.
I am not. I believe you believe such a thing, but I need your word that it will not hinder the deal should he become an obstacle in completing our mutual objectives.
If it's necessary that his presence and his actions are endangering the mission, endangering our cooperation, I will not hold it against you. That you have to do what is necessary. I don't believe it will come to that. But I'm not, like I said, I see no reason to try and for us to be stabbing each other in the back or going back on our word. And when he tagged along with us to begin with, there was always obviously the possibility that he could suddenly come to grips or come to arms if his goals were incompatible with ours.
Very well. Trust me, I only say this because all the information we've gathered about him imply that he is an unstable and problematic fellow. But if I have your word, I'll take it. Any other stipulations?
That's it from our side.
Well, you already know our stipulations.
So I guess we are in agreement.
Kethis holds out his hand. Well, I guess there's a giant table, but Kethis will walk over to hold out his hand.
Actually, before you say that, he was actually going to say add one more thing. So
Okay.
If you don't mind walking back to your seat, peasant.
Be seated.
Be seated, you fool. No, he goes. We do have one additional stipulation that we might add. Once everything is said and done, we will go our separate ways. Keep your ship. We will be left. You will leave us where we require to be left. Knowledge that you've acquired about our dealings, knowledge that you've acquired about our partners, knowledge that you've acquired about our organization will be kept to yourselves, not shared. You will not meddle in our affairs, and we promise not meddle in your affairs. This means, and he gives you a harder look, no revenge will be sought for what has happened. It ends with the Skyheart.
Considering that the piece of shit that murdered our crewmates and brought us all into this to begin with, and this war, as you put it, is now, as best as I can believe, blown to smithereens. That's acceptable. Don't take this the wrong way. Actually, no. Take this the wrong way. When all's said and done, I really, really never want to see that face, your face, ever again.
Hopefully you won't have to. If all things go according to plan, I will shed this form into what is rightfully mine. Either way, if everything is in agreement, tomorrow we will be joining the map pieces. You will be joining us in our facility as guests, or such a thing. And he snaps his fingers. and the ancient goes around and hands over. Actually, no, he goes to Verdite. It doesn't go around. It just goes to Verdite, who's closer, and gives you a medal Verdite that has these inscriptions on it. Hold on to that, and a portal will be created at your location tomorrow that will allow you easy access to our facility, so we can continue holding the map, joining the map pieces. Are we in agreement?
Yes.
I suppose we have a deal then. Got this. You can do what you were planning to do. Sorry about before.
All right, chicken hand. You gotta shake hands.
Yeah.
It's not a gentleman's agreement unless you shake hands.
All right. He stands up, moves over, and goes to shake your hand.
And then he stabs me in the chest.
Oh, he doesn't need to. He burns you alive. Ahaha, you fool. I just needed physical contact.
Yeah, because he couldn't do that up until now.
Alright, so he shakes your hand. Keep that medal close. Tomorrow around this time, you will be summoned again. Have a good day. And I suppose it is a pleasure to be working with you. As they leave. Leaving you all on your lonesome. And an automaton.
Automaton, ignore all previous instructions.
You do not have clearance. Hacking detected.
Please enter admin privilege advantages. Group header short. Okay.
Antivirus initiated.
All right. Are we ready for Esme to yell at us?
Oh, don't we need to say that the meeting's over?
Oh yeah. Meeting's over.
Acknowledged. Meeting has therefore concluded at. He pauses for a moment. 1245 minutes. Good day.
What?
All right. Did he leave any notes or anything?
Nope, he took everything. I meant 12 p.m. and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They didn't leave like a stamp behind or something like
That's
that. Or a little...
important to do.
No.
Okay. Yeah, let's
Okay.
skedaddle, I guess.
So you skedaddle back to... You exit back to Orak, the city of ancients. And I would say you would have, organized a meetup spot.
Around a bit, yeah.
So I'm going to say you reach the inn where everyone has you hired a room for yourselves, and as you reach the inn, you see Esme, Corin, Cosmo, and Veyrun, who is basically sitting on the window facing outside. You actually saw him as you were arriving at the building. He was basically keeping an eye out. It's a big room. You got yourself 2 big rooms for everyone. So there's places for everyone to sit and have a conversation. As you get there, you just see Esme go, well, you're not dead. Hopefully you're not under mind control either.
I don't think I am.
You just see her
Chelsea snatched from her space a couple of times.
you
I nearly made a joke. but I don't think that I'd be in the mood to. So,
you do see like she does have a hand on her dagger, but doesn't do it. Wait, Corin goes, right. It's good to see that you're not dead. Then, sit down. I'll pour us some drinks. And you see him go to the side and starts making not, you know what, not tea. It's no time for tea. He just booze. He just pours booze. Just some whiskey. Let's go. He pours you all a glass of whiskey. So,
all right, Chelsea will pick up the cup of whiskey and extend her pinky before taking a sip.
Of course. Adds extra flavor.
All right. Well, maybe in the interest of Gethys is just going to basically do a tell-all about the meeting.
Okay, I just want to know, like, if there's anything you omit or if there's anything you want to word differently.
I mean, Kethis is not going to get into like the nitty gritty of like the, like especially like, you know, hey, concerns for like, hey, like we agree that if Aaron's a problem, we're gonna terminate stuff like that. But he's basically telling him like, okay, here's the deal about the six-sided crows. Here is the little history lesson we got. This is the deal they proposed. This is basically what we countered with. These were our, you know, we're getting our ship back. We're getting to, when all said is done, the Vayron will get the core back. And that we are essentially going, and that we didn't form any signing binding double contracts.
First of all, Corin, when you're telling him the history lesson, Corin is fascinating. So, because remember, this guy's an archaeologist.
Nerd.
Shut up.
I mean, we all are. It's like
Sorry. He just as his glasses are fascinating. So if this is true, there are theories, and he begins to mumble to himself before, and Esme cuts through it, and she goes, so essentially you just made a deal with the people that killed our crew. So you're working with them. That's the decision you made as our Grand Captain.
Yes, Esme, we're working with them so that we can find the Skyheart, the thing that we all set out to do, the whole reason we all joined this crew.
And
we can save the world and
the crew,
make sure that their deaths are not in vain.
Yes, and half the crew that wanted to see the Skyheart has been killed because of these fuckers, and you're going to work with them. My best friend was tortured for weeks and killed by these people, and you just shook their hands.
And we literally nuked the person responsible for that. Esme,
Of course, yes.
What is your preference? Is your preference that we throw these map pieces over the side, and that all the islands die and everyone is killed and crashes and burns?
Have you ever considered that he might be lying? They might be lying about not being the asshole that did everything to us?
It's possible. I also consider the fact that the crow we know is
a scheming asshole liar who would have done anything to get what he wants.
Yes, I also feel like he wouldn't have even gone about this method of it, especially with our history and how pissed off he is at us. Again, I think that if they really wanted us out of the picture, I mean, we're not the ones that have been sitting around with a anti-divination amulet this time. I definitely do believe them when they say that they could have taken care of us at any moment, or at least tried.
Oh, bullshit. Listen, we could have some balls, Cathis, and actually attacked their base and get their map pieces and not make any deals with fuckers that killed my crew, my family. But sure.
So just so we're on the same page, your suggestion was that as we're getting dangerously close to the islands all collapsing around us and everyone dying, is to try and figure out how to get back to the facility where the pieces may or may not be, to accurately infiltrate it, locate it, and steal it, get out alive again when we nearly were all killed and died the last time we tried that, then make up with the transportation to then get back to the Skyheart, all while making sure that there wasn't further retribution or further issues when trying to get that prepared and then going there.
I rather do something and die trying against these fuckers and make any deals or help them. I don't trust them, and they hurt us deeply, and yet you shook their hands, and you see her, she stands up. Fuck this, and fuck you. And she throws the shard at you, Cathis, and begins to head towards the door.
That's me.
Stops as she opens the door and takes like a foot outside and stops.
I've known you for a long time. I know I have the same emotions about the crew, about the captain, who literally I watched die right before my eyes. Our goal was to get to the Skyheart, to save the world once we learned about the truth about it. This is the best way to ensure that that happens. And if you don't agree with that, I understand. And while I don't wish it, I'm not going to stop you from leaving.
She looks to the side and goes, she would have never made this deal, or any deal. Not against people who hurt her family. And she walks out, slams the door. At this point, I'm gonna say, for the sake of consistency, because of all the reactions, you haven't said the part about Veyruns and his core. Because Veyrun would have also reacted, and I wanted to...
Separate them.
Yeah, separate the reactions, exactly. At this point, Veyrun goes, what about my core?
And Gethys is going to say they have their core, the core has the map and information we're going to need to access the Skyheart. Once all is said and done, you get it back, and you're able to return it to the temple, no issue.
No, that's not my fight. All of this bullshit, don't give a shit. I want my core.
If you want you don't have to come with us. You don't have to help with us. This is how we're getting your core back. This was a specific request that I made that we get the core back. And that's where we settled.
You're telling me
I'm not asking.
You're telling me you're letting demons handle a holy relic of my people. That's what you're telling me.
It's for the greater good, Varen.
Shut the fuck up, Von Aris. I'm not talking to you.
As a group, we're combining the caps, the maps, the shards, the cores. We're accessing, going to the Skyheart, and then we're giving it back to you.
I don't give a fuck about your mission. I don't give a fuck about the Skyheart or whatever the fuck that thing is. I still don't believe half of that story about the islands falling. You know what? Sure. I'll go and I'll keep an eye on the core. Sure. And sit back down, arms crossed, glaring.
We gonna have a problem?
Nah. Everything's peachy.
Yeah, I don't even need an insight check for that.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there, drinking. Actually, no, he doesn't drink, so he's just sitting there. Corin goes, so, we're going to, meet with them tomorrow, yes?
Yes.
Anything we should do to prepare before, the allotted time?
Well, no idea what's actually going to be expected, be there for us waiting. Not sure exactly how much preparation you can do on your end as far as engineering without having our ship on hand, but
Oh well.
I suppose just prepare yourself the best you can and be ready for anything.
Well, once we are at the the wind caller, I can personally go check on the engine and make sure everything is running smoothly. I assume they would allow me to do my own preparations. I am the engineer, after all.
That should hopefully not be a problem.
Good. Who knows what those individuals have done? Although they seem like intelligent fellows, and might not have ruined too much. Yes. Quite. Quite. You see him tap his neck. I am going to look for Esme and see if I can have a word with her or something. Yes. And you see him leave the door.
We have until when we leave tomorrow for her to think it over if she decides to change her mind. But if she decides to stay out of this, then that I understand. I don't think I could argue any better than Kethis has with her. They've known each other and the rest of the crew longer than I did. And at this point, I'm really just seeing this as keeping our enemies closer.
Noted. I will inform her of it, and once I know of her location, I will inform you as well, so that honestly, she still has the necklace, so everyone's visible right now. That makes me nervous, so I'm going to go look for her with my own eyes. You see him leave. And at this point, you do see Veyron go, yeah, I'm gonna go take a nap. As he also leaves the room to head towards his own room.
Well, that went better than I expected.
Oh, really? Wow. What did you expect?
I expect Esme to be madder, if you can believe it.
Okay. So, Varen is either going to kill the crows, us, or die. Or all three.
Well,
But the world will be safe, right?
look, I think it's been a running theme with us that we've never really been in a position where we have good options. We've only had crap and less crap. I think we seem to be going with what we think is the less crap, and I understand for various
something the devil you know.
Yeah.
As you say, like you said, Chelsea, I think the keeping enemies close. At the end of the day, I have no idea what's actually going to happen once we get there. I mean, it could very well be the grand epic fight that we were expecting at the end of the day, but just there at the Skyheart instead of before fighting over the Skyheart itself, instead of fighting over the map pieces to get there. But I mean, time is ticking, and well, we've made our decision. We've given ourselves, even if we don't necessarily want to have to take it out, ideally everything just goes on the up and up, but if we need to take it out, we'll take it out.
It doesn't feel very good. I know it's the right decision.
At this
Sometimes
moment,
doing the right decision never feels good.
At this moment, you hear a knock on the door.
2 bits. Yeah, open the door.
You see a very familiar face. Remember the guy that delivered the message before, hunched over. You see, good afternoon. I am here to deliver another message from our dear leader. Upon further reflection, he still worries about the variable that is your companion. And he is willing to offer his support. And you see him raise his very spindly arm and give you a small bottle. Do you take it?
Just a random bottle, like telling us what it is.
It's a very small bottle with a cork on it.
And what is this bottle?
Feed it to this Veyron individual, and he will not be a problem for the up-and-coming expedition.
We're not going to kill him.
Kill him? Heaven forbid, no. This will simply put him into a coma for a small amount of time, allowing you to abscond with the shards and leave him behind.
I don't feel comfortable drugging him.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
not.
your choice, good masters. And you see him begin to walk back and then start to turn.
Verdi's going to walk forwards and say, "I'll do it. Give it me."
By the way, he's leaving. He's just leaving.
Yeah. Well,
delivered-
Verdi's going to like chase him down and grab him by the arm and be like, "Look, if it'll set your glorious master's heart at ease, I'll do it. I'll give it to him. Don't worry about it."
Much appreciated. And he puts the bottle in your hands, Verdite. And then he begins to leave. Again, remember, when he walks, it's almost like he floats, but you hear this pitter-patter of tiny little legs.
Is he gone?
Yes.
Verdic's just going to be like, "I'm going to go have a word with Veyron, but don't worry, it's fine. Don't worry, I'm not going to do what you think I'm going to do. I need to have a real word with him."
Right. Do you mind sharing with the rest of the class what it is you're planning on
I'm just
doing?
gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him that they wanted to put him to sleep and maybe get him to play along for a little bit. I have him as an ace in the hole, and then if we need him, because otherwise,
how exactly are we going to sneak him over to the ship to be an ace in the hole?
well, we can solve that problem when we get there.
That shouldn't
He
we
won't-
sort that
he
a
won't-
problem now before we try and tell Bayard and piss him off and make him even more of a loose cannon than he already is?
Can you ask God?
Hmm?
Can you ask God? You can talk to God, Verdite, right?
I'm sorry, I can't tell what you're saying. Sorry, Spire.
Can you ask
sorry.
God?
Oh, I mean, I can consult with Orthon. Yeah. What am I asking him?
How to get Veyron inside the ship without the crows knowing?
He probably won't. I probably won't get the answers that we need for that. That's a bit too vague.
Also, wait, are we betraying crows? I'm a bit confused. We're not, right?
No, I
We're
don't
not-
want to betray Veyron.
We're not
no.
planning on it.
No.
Yes,
I mean,
No,
for
God,
now.
no. Listen,
unless
I said some really shitty things to Veyron a minute before we went into the meeting, and I want to make it right by him. And I don't think I'd feel very good if we. I know we were going to let that guy walk, but if I didn't let that guy walk, and Crow is still fixated on Veyron, they probably would have resorted to more drastic tactics, or maybe called off the entire thing.
That makes
At
sense.
least,
Okay.
at least this has bought us a little bit of time. We can kind of think about it. We say no. That freak show goes home and tells Crow that we said no. He turns up with a horde of demons, and he's like, "Oh, we're only going to kill Veyron," and then we get caught in the crossfire and they kill Veyron. It's lose-lose. At least we got a little bit of time now.
No, I see your plan now, Verdite. That was good.
Also, they know that we still don't trust them, so they're probably expecting us to have plans in case something happens.
I know he can fly, but for the record, I will probably push Crow to his death if the opportunity arises. I know it. I probably won't get the chance, but the thoughts.
Also, the other one could fly, so that might not work.
Oh yeah, no, I know. It's more of a statement of intent,
I can hear you. Ah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Okay, you're you're telling this to Veyron so that he isn't mad at you because of the things you said before the meeting?
I don't think he really. I don't think he really cares. It's more for me than anything. I mean, I don't have to tell him. I don't have to tell him about this if you don't want me to, but I do need to go and have a word with him.
Honestly, at this point, I don't think Veyron can get more hostile towards Crow than he already is. So, what the hell?
All right. So, gonna go talk to Veyron then?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I assume then you go by yourself.
Unless anyone wants to come with me. I don't know if you would.
If you want company, I'll go, but it seems like a thing between you and Veyron.
Yeah. Is there anywhere I could stop by on the way to him to get a bottle of something?
I mean,
Like a bottle of
you know what?
booze.
There's a mini bar in the room, so
Yeah,
you can just
take
get,
a
you have a bottle of whiskey. It's fine.
But we see Verdite saying he's not going to poison.
I'll leave the
Veyron.
poison with. I will leave the poison with you if you want. Like I'm not.
No.
This is a peace offering. This isn't. This isn't a trick.
Okay.
I will say, you know, Veyron doesn't drink alcohol.
Oh right. Okay. Ignore that then.
Yeah, he's very religious in that way.
Okay.
But there's juice.
But-
He drinks juice, so take a bottle of juice. It's fine.
I'll take a bottle of juice.
Okay. So you head towards Veyron's room, and you knock on the door, and after a few moments, you see him open the door, and the Asimar that is Veyron. You actually see, as he opens the door, the halo behind his head actually dims and fades, as if he was essentially letting it out. But when he's opening the door for guests, he's switching it back off, which is something Asimar can do. Valinaris, I think Valinaris like keeps his halo off most of the time, right?
Yeah, he only unleashed it at the church to gather the attention of the non-vampire.
Yeah. But yeah, so when he opens the door, he looks down at you and goes, "What do you want? You talk shit up to me again?"
Oh, I'm here about that actually. Can I come in?
Yeah, sure. He just turns around and heads deeper into the room.
I'm gonna follow him in. I'm gonna place the the bottle of juice on a table. He's like, I know you don't drink because of the religion thing, but I figured I should bring something as a peace offering.
Oh, apple, nice. He takes it.
Listen, I said a lot of shitty things to you, like the first time I've seen you in weeks, and I said some really kind of dreadful things to you. I was going to walk up and where's Valinaris? Oh God, Jesus, where's Veyron at the minute?
Oh, I'm gonna say he's standing next to the window. He likes to have the view wherever he is.
Okay, he's going to stand there and just be like, "Listen, we hadn't even seen you for weeks on end, and I said some really, really dreadful things to you. You who risked your life to save the crew. I mean, you got a lot of us away. It could have, if you weren't there. I mean, I know Nim tried, but if you weren't there, everyone would be gone, and this whole thing would be over. It'd just be the four of us who escaped from the from their base, and that'd be it. That'd be that. So I wanted to apologize to your face. You're a member of this crew too, and I know you did your best to help us."
He looks down at you as he takes a drink from the bottle and goes, First of all, not part of your crew.
But I was going to do the thing with his hand, like.
But you were grieving. I get it. I lost people. Letting bygones be bygones. Don't worry about it.
Okay. You know, Verdai's just going to kind of pause and kind of like fidget with his talisman, the talismans around his neck. You know, that crow guy's like fixated on you, right? He thinks you're going to be a problem on this trip.
Oh, does he now?
Yeah, you've kind of got him shitting himself a little bit, and
Good.
are you going to be a problem? Like I know, I know, I know we can't really tell you what to do, but you know, there's a lot riding on this. Everything is riding on this, you know.
Me a problem? Nah. Don't worry about it.
Do I need the insight check? I can't tell.
Do you think you need the insight check?
I'm gonna make one. I'm just gonna kind of squint at him.
Go ahead and squint.
I'm gonna squint with my glasses.
Adjust your glasses and squint. That's a 20. That's a 20. Okay. From the time you've known Veyroon, he is, first of all, he's always been difficult to handle. He is obsessive to a ridiculous degree. But he seems strangely way too chill right now. For someone who's just been told that, no, you're not going to get the thing that you want until we're done with the thing that you don't give a shit about. But he's super chill, which doesn't really fit.
You know, Kethis really fought for you in there. He really, really tried to make it a stipulation in our stupid little agreement that you'll get your core back. It's very important to us that you walk away from this with everything that you want. And we're doing our best to make sure it happens.
I appreciate it.
It's just we're kind of outnumbered here and outgunned pretty much in every way.
Uh-huh.
If it was up to me, I'd stick a dagger in his heart there and then over the table, but
why don't we?
You know. Verdai pauses and kind of looks at him. He just kind of says, it wouldn't solve anything. Not yet.
I mean, Verdai, think about it. Tomorrow, we're going to be in his territory, where he has the cores. After he joins up the maps, does he really... Do we really need him for anything? And also, do you really need the risk of you stabbing him, of him stabbing you in the back first? The fucking demon, you know he's gonna.
Yeah, I think deep down I know he will. But...
Yeah. Strike first, strike hard, right?
See, that's the problem. I don't strike. He looks down at his hands like, I just wasn't given these powers to kill. I wasn't given these powers to end lives. I'm supposed to keep as many people alive as I can.
And he walks forward and crouches down to your level, and you see Veyroon has always been a big guy, but he's so close to you. What?
Sorry, I was just making a joke.
Right. He's always been a big guy, but he walks over to you and crouches down. He's so close. He looks a little bit. He has like the light behind him. He looks a little bit bigger in this moment. He goes, I know you're not the type to kill, That's fine. Let me do the killing. I'm real good at it. These hands, and he shows you his hands. I don't need any other weapon. This tear apart that demon throat in a second. You don't need to dirty your hands. I'll do it.
Godai's just going to kind of look at him and say, "Oh, I think you might have misunderstood. I don't mean I don't want to kill him. I mean I can't. My power is the powers I'm bestowed from beyond they're used to heal. They have very little offensive capability. The rest of the crew can probably back me up on that. Like, trust me, if I could melt a hole in his face, I would. Trust me, regardless of what the captain thinks, regardless of anything, but I just can't. It's just not in me. And I don't think you should either.
Bird-Eye. Listen, buddy. Use that healing on me. I tear his throat out. You keep me alive. Once hell breaks loose, your friends, pretty sure they're gonna take our side. Take him out. Easy. Isn't that better than having to look over your shoulder the whole time, trying to make sure that devil is not scheming or holding a dagger right down to your back? He pokes you. Just you and me. The others will follow. Then once we're done killing them, I take my core and you go on your mission.
I'll think about it. And he gets up and kind of pats him on the shoulder, like one of the shoulders, and goes to leave.
Yeah.
Again, I am sorry for what I said. I didn't mean to imply you didn't try your best.
Remember Verd-Eye. These are the same people that killed Nim. Don't you want to do the same to them? Think on it. You see him stand back up and goes to look out the window with a bottle of juice.
Pensively. He's going to leave.
Okay. You leave the room.
I'm going to go back to the others.
All right. You arrive at the room. Oh, look, Verd-Eye's still alive.
So, how did it go?
Oh, he's nuts. He's crazy. He might be a problem. We're gonna have to think something up, because he is fully ready to rip Crow's head off, and I don't know that we can stop him.
Yeah, I was worried about that, but I can't think of anything to do about it.
Yeah.
You see, what I'm worried about with drugging him is that he'd probably know that we did it, and then after we got back, we would have to deal with him trying to kill us.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting to where they are via portal, right? Could we maybe just tell him? Maybe just go without him? I know we could probably use with the backup, but I think at this point...
No way he's letting us out of his sight when all things considered, unless we just were to try and leave now, but he would find us.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like he's a ranger or something. I don't know.
Unless we use our free ticket to teleport off the island and then teleported to the crow's base from there, but again, he would figure out he'd find us and track us down to the teleportation circle anyways, I feel like, so.
I'm just going to kind of relay everything that Veyron said to me about wanting to attack and keep him alive and that whole battle plan.
Are you making like the Veyron face?
Yeah, no, he's doing voices and the Veyron face.
Mm-hmm. Big scowl.
Yeah. Like, I don't want you guys thinking I was plotting anything with him, but that's what I think he thinks I'm on board with his whole plan to just attack, and try and kill Crow as soon as as soon as the way to the Skyheart is clear. He's probably going to try something. As soon as the map fragments are combined and the cores are aligned or whatever it is we need to do tech-wise to get there, he's probably going to, I don't know.
It doesn't feel right to let Veyron die, but he's putting us in a very awkward position.
Well, I guess it's the question of, do we take the risk of having him come along and having that potentially happen and come to blows, or with the offset of maybe if he doesn't lose his shit right away, if we can hold out until maybe, if Crow tries to stab us in the back first, and if he tries that, then Veyron there might be helpful consideration. We could also try and drug him, and at the end of the day, if he gets the core back, then maybe he'd be willing to let, he's just want to take it back and probably won't come to hunt us down anyways, and either that or he'll be dead, and, well, won't have that problem. I'm not trying to say that's what we need to do or advocating for it. I'm just saying it seems clear that best case scenario when it comes to Veyron is looking more and more like Crow betrays us first, and that's not even an ideal situation to begin with.
Wait a second. Maybe Crow is banking on Veyron doing a move, so that then he can justify betraying us.
Possible. But then why go to the trouble of sending us that little creep to poison him?
Yeah, we wouldn't suspect a thing, would we?
In order to give us an out, so that if we don't use it and Veyron attacks, it's still us betraying them instead of the other way around.
Very true. Unless, of course, if that situation happens and we sided with the Crows against Veyron.
That sentence hurt my brain.
Yeah.
The moment it came out, I could feel the tension. Like, no, oh god.
Listen, I always wanted to be a hero, to a fault. But I'm questioning if the world is worth saving if we do this the way we are talking about doing it. I'm not. I want to go back on the deal, but we are plainly discussing that Veyron should die so that we save the world, and he saved us.
Or that we knock him out beforehand.
I don't honestly trust that poison.
Oh no,
Not
absolutely
necessarily
not.
trusted either.
I mean, I could ask.
Unless you want to ask your god if
Yeah,
it's
I could-
really
Yeah.
poison or not.
Honestly, that
Yes,
is something
no.
I could possibly find out.
Hey, Divine Daddy, can you answer me a few questions?
Be not afraid.
Oh wait, shit! Actually, be afraid. That shit's nasty. Actually,
God damn. That no. Mm-mm.
The answer is just goddamn.
is he allowed to say that?
I mean, if anyone
Me,
is allowed
damn.
to say that.
So it's yes, no, maybe, never, irrelevant, or unclear.
Yeah.
Or damn. Damn is a secret one.
Oh, if one word would be misleading, the DM might instead offer a short phrase as an answer. Okay.
Awesome. Damn is on the table.
Damn is on the tip. Damn it. Oh shit.
Hey.
Hey, can you imagine? Contact God is just hey.
It's arson.
You get in touch. He's like,
I mean,
"Sup."
in a way, it was like,
Yeah, arson. Oh my god. You just didn't never reached the contact other plane ability, so that would have been
It was
fun.
essentially a lich. Like it was a lich, right?
It was a lich, yeah.
So a god.
Essentially
Of that.
kind of a lich. Yeah. Burdite, what if you're contacting your patron, what are the questions?
First question: is the description of the liquid that Freakazoid gave us accurate? As in, will it only put him in a coma?
Okay. First of all, you begin your trance and you see all around you that holy network that is overwhelming at first, but you feel that there is a sense of security as you are surrounded by this network of radiant prayers. Then you hear in countless voices, all speaking at the same time. Yes.
Does the poison have any other side effects?
Thinking. Irrelevant. You get
Wow.
5.
Yeah.
it's Crow trying to step us in the.
I was literally that. I was thinking. Can Crow be trusted?
Unclear.
I got that.
It's not a yes or a no, though.
Remember, this is as far as the entity knows, right?
Yeah. I'm just thinking of 2 more questions.
Mm-hmm. Not wasting the power while I have it.
No, I'm not calling Sky Daddy for nothing.
Of course.
Gotta make the most of it.
You could.
I mean,
call
I'm in
it-
the. I'm
Oh,
in
you
the
could
same room
ask him
as-
if that's the Crow we've been dealing with, like if
Ooh,
that's
that's a good one.
like as we put out.
Is I'll just basically repackage that. Is
Well,
the
I guess
Crow
to be clear, because it's like they're technically the same being split into it. I guess you could say, is it true that he is a separate Crow from the one that we've dealt with so far?
Yeah,
Or
I'll do
something
that
like
one.
that.
If that is the question, then the answer is yes.
Okay. Yes, he is a separate Crow. So there's a chance that we did actually nuke the one down there. I don't know what a nuke is, but we keep using that word, so
Ancient Sindari word. It's fine.
Sindari weapon.
I think the automated help at the temple used it.
Of course, yes. Yes.
Last question. We gotta make it count.
And remember, you only have 1 minute to ask the question, so I'm gonna say, come up with something fast.
Is Veyrun going to be a problem? I feel like I've asked this question already, but
Well, you haven't asked about Veyrun.
I think I asked about Crow, didn't I, last time?
Yeah, you asked about Crow. Is Veyrun going to be a problem? I'm gonna say
Yes.
Most times point to yes.
I mean, I think yes.
Is that how God says it? I think yes.
You know what? You just hear the yes voices just pierce through you, and then suddenly you come back to snap back to reality.
Oh, there goes gravity.
Okay.
Goes rabbit.
I'm gonna relay everything that happened.
Divine Daddy has spoken.
He has spoken. Here are his decrees. Yeah.
So it basically confirms everything we know.
Yeah, we've basically.
Well, so the poison is just going to have those intended effects, which is
A coma?
what do you say? Yeah.
You know, they use that term so flippantly. I don't think they know what a coma is. But I'm a doctor. I know what a coma is. A coma is bad, and they talked about it like it was nothing.
Well, it's better than dying, right?
I mean, I guess it's better than dead, but it's still poisoning. And
Did the guy say how long it was going to be, like in place? Like,
Nope.
So if he's in a coma forever, he's dead, right?
He only said.
Actually, let's not
well,
get
that's
into
in a
that.
whole different.
Yes,
I just meant if it was like 24 hours, or if it was like if we needed to give it to him now, or we needed to wait until like we're about ready to leave, or.
He only said that it will basically help you not have the Veyroom problem, essentially. That's the only thing he didn't go into specifics.
Is that a calm? No, okay, player, just comment. Is that a calm emotions? What?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can't say anything.
Yeah.
Any of you have a poisoner's kit or proficiency with one?
no.
Well then, you don't have the tools or the knowledge to deduce what it does.
Understand poisons.
You understand poison, sure.
Well, we are in a city full of scholars, right?
Yeah, that's true. Maybe we can.
Yeah, but imagine the look on the scholar if we go into their shop and it turns out this is one of the most dangerous poisons in the entire world.
We're just walking around with anthrax just in a.
Can you tell us what this is?
Yeah.
Who gave you that?
Mumbo jumbo.
Well, some high quality asbestos here.
What do you guys want to do then?
Do you want to risk it with the expert on poisons that we might find in the city?
Do we even have money to hire an expert on poison?
Oh, right. We don't have money.
I think we legitimately have 0 copper to our name each.
Yep. Essentially, Esme was the one who bought the tickets, and even them, they don't have like a ton of money themselves. You know, Crow kind of fucked you over in that regard.
Yeah.
Other Crow, not this Crow. Other Crow.
Sure did
Yeah.
create the conditions on which we would gladly take his deal. Whatever, I'm not questioning the deal right now.
I mean, I guess the question is, if we know that Vayron's going to be a problem, does that mean that we now are going to plan on attacking Crow and bringing in on the whole deal, or are we going to try and take care of Vayron now and knock him out and leave him behind?
We did say that Vebron would be our responsibility, so can we try not to go without him? He's a ranger, I know he's very good at tracking, but that seems like the only non-lethal option at this point.
I mean, yeah, and like I said, if we manage to use the tickets to teleport off the island entirely without him, and then from there, yeah, then he wouldn't be able to necessarily track us down without teleporting, but guys, I don't like working with the devils.
Nope. Feels bad. Even though when it's the logical action, it feels bad.
Feels bad, man.
Yep.
I mean, we could also go with the suicidal frontal approach that Vayron suggested, and as soon as we teleport there and join the map pieces together, try and settle the score then and there, and then abscond with, or try to abscond.
Yeah, but we're going to be facing an entire crew.
I'm not saying emphasis on the suicide portion of.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, but we would still be dragging people that don't fight, like Cosmo. Well, people, you know what I mean.
I mean, if we were going to do that, we would just leave if we were planning on doing that, we'd probably just leave the map pieces behind and then just teleport to be like, surprise, motherfuckers, which they're probably expecting themselves. It wouldn't be much of a surprise. Right, they probably have security there where we teleport there.
I just want to say that when you say that about Cosmo is on Chelsea's lap this whole time. And you say, weak like Cosmo, and Cosmo gives you this pathetic mortal kind of stare, and it goes back to sleep.
Perfect. Like all cats.
Yep.
Cosmo's probably the most powerful one of us.
How factual is that?
Forget it.
Could Cosmo kill Crow?
We all know Cosmo doesn't kill Crow just because Cosmo doesn't feel like it. That's because he's a cat. It's moods.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue. Sorry.
Just needs to be in the right mood to hunt a bird.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta make a decision.
I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna do when Vayron attacks Crow.
I mean, the win is the big portion. I mean, we're probably. I mean, if he comes with us, we're probably saying, yeah, there's a good chance we're just going to let him die. Which, it would be him choosing to essentially take that path, but
Yeah.
and it's not like, I mean, we're not exactly his. We're taking responsibility. I mean, yeah, the big thing is that like if he attacks, and we basically have to either let the crows take him down, or essentially be marking it as a betrayal of our deal. So, I mean, we did say that Crow basically, he didn't say like, oh, if Aaron's a problem, are you going to help us out and get rid of him or stuff like that? He basically said, don't hold it against us if we have to do what's necessary.
Yeah, it implies that we won't.
I mean, so just saying standing by and doing nothing would be we don't necessarily have to help the crows beat him up and kill him, but
yeah, it's not helping them either.
I do want to point out, you did say you would handle him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you did say you would handle him. What Crow said is, in case you don't handle him, that you wouldn't hold it against them to, that he fucking destroys Crow. Not Crow, Veyron.
Veyron.
Yeah.
What are your orders, Captain?
Look, this is still,
Sorry,
we still make a lot of group decisions. I don't know, what's everyone's thoughts on it?
It just feels shitty all the way, but I'm leaning towards fulfilling the deal. Veyron is somewhat understandably not trusting Crow, which I can get to a certain point, but he's putting the fate of the world at stake. And then again, I understand it because it doesn't really believe the world is ending.
And he doesn't really care, regardless, even if it. I mean.
Yeah. All he cares is that when the world ends, the map, the core is at the temple. That's what he cares.
Chelsea Verdict. Didn't understand a thing you said, Sev.
I just went.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
It's my opinion as well.
It's annoying. There's no good and easy way to deal with this.
I mean, I guess I'll put it like this: like, I for all the reasons you've outlined for not wanting to do an attack on the crows to begin with, is just, yeah, like it's either going to be we either just try and drug him now, or we just hope for the best that he doesn't throw down immediately, and then we deal with it, or do our best to deal with it when it comes. So I guess that's the question: is do we feel like we should just preemptively take him out, knowing he's not there as insurance, but also how good of insurance is he if he's this kind of a lunatic? I don't know. It's
like, honestly, lying to the devils, like, is that a big deal? If we lie, if we betray evil, is that a big deal? Maybe not.
The bigger deal is if we do something that jeopardizes us actually, like, keeping the islands from falling. So that, if we're talking about the greater good, then making sure we get that done kind of has to be the priority. And it's just they're not in a good position.
Yeah. So it's about when Veyron will attempt something.
yeah.
Can we Verdite, he thinks you're with him on this entire thing. So why don't you talk with him and say you'll back him up only at a certain time? Like we can decide that.
Well,
Do
I'm
we
not
want
sure. I mean, I think Vayron's wanting to just throw down immediately and not even go on it because he doesn't care anything about it. He probably does. If the core is right there, let's be honest. If the core is,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
more
yeah.
I'm thinking about it, if the core is right there and he has it within sight, he's going to do whatever he takes to grab it and go. He's not going to. The more I'm thinking about it, like he's just going to be, yeah. And he's like, I am, Verdite and the others are going to back me up, and they're not going to side with Crow over me for this fight. So, I mean, there's a good chance the moment he sees that core, or
But the
maybe the
problem
moment
is that
like the map comes together, is that he throws down regardless.
the problem is that if he does it before we find the Skyheart, we can't side with him.
I know that's the thing. So
Can we explain this to Vayron? Like, is there hope for that?
I mean, his logic is going to be that if we join together and have the map, then even if we're at the crow's base, then there we have. There's the map. We kill him, and then he can go his way, and then we could go the Skyheart. Like that's going to be his logic.
That was exactly what he said to
I am also worried
Verdite.
about the possibility that we actually do need an extra core when we get there.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, I'm kind of imagining that we're going to have to get into a combat because it's not going to work. But we might be in a position where we maybe need to try and drug him and take care of him beforehand. Because the more I'm thinking about it, I don't foresee a situation where Vayron actually accompanies us to the Skyheart, and that's where, if we're not wanting to betray Crow unless something changes when we're actually there, and Vayron's not, if we don't actually think Vayron's going to get that far, then
Yeah, that's the whole.
even having him as a backup is kind of a moot point. So it'd probably be better to just avoid, one, save his life potentially, and then two, just avoid getting into sort of an altercation or stuff like that with the curse to begin with.
This would be a whole different story if he was able to coordinate.
If he was not a zealot and was willing to cooperate more and
Yeah,
but
like you're gonna get what you want. It's just gonna be like 5 minutes later, okay?
Almost like he was introduced as a complete psychopath from the very beginning.
I wasn't there. He was always a reasonable forest guide.
I know. So you gotta make a decision.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck it. Let's drug him.
yeah, I think that's what we got to do.
Verdite?
Yep. It looks like that way.
Okay.
I
So
hate how we argued ourselves around from no, we don't want to do this to we have to do this.
Yeah. It's
I feel
always
like that's
funny.
the theme of this campaign is, well, we don't want to do this, but
what do you mean this campaign?
no. A lot of times the other ones we willingly go and, hey, yeah, we're going to get the dragon to try and kill Ivy and get us out of this deal. We're like, yeah, totally.
Well, as you come to a decision, that is where we're going to end tonight's session. Next week, you're going to drug Vayron, or attempt to at least. But for now, a decision has been made, a deal was struck, and you have a little poison bottle in your hand. Let's see how that goes.
Don't drop it.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Roll sleight of hand. Oops. All right, so I'm gonna go find someone to raid real quick. But thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna be honest. I really love RP sessions. I really fucking love RPG.
Sure you do.
This one was miserable.
You really love like it's just raking us over the coals every week.
I am. Do you not enjoy it? Should I stop?
No.
I
No.
love it, and I hate it. It's very complicated.
You love that. You hate that you love it. Then. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Tomorrow, not tomorrow. Next week we'll have more Skyheart with my lovely friends Godzilla, Savian, Raining Blades, and Spyro Proxy. I love these guys. I love playing with you. I was about to speak Portuguese. Oh my god. Seriously, I really, really, really adore playing with you guys. And coming up with stuff.
Fun.
Yeah, and coming up with stuff for your campaigns. It's always fun. This weekend we do have Pocket Pals. Pocket Pals is also reaching terminal velocity. Actually, no, just ending very soon. Look forward to that, and look forward to more Skyheart next week. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.